right, here with Franny and Fab from Random Recipe.
Hello.
There's a band name that fits.
Yes.
You formed about 5 years ago, right? And it was just you two at the time?
Exactly. Yeah.
How did you develop this style? Because I've listened to your album. It's everything from trip hop to a jazzy sort of folk to singing. Just when you two started playing together, did it just come out that way?
I met Fab, and I was playing acoustic guitar, like the 3 chords that I knew and still really practice very well. And I play like cat power-ish songs, and she was all about trying to be Snoop Dogg. And so just like when we met from the start, it was just a weird blend. And it kind of worked. And when we met the boys, they added their own genres. So from the beginning, it was just different.
Okay. So what's the songwriting process for you? Do you start with the chorus or start with those 3 chords? Or, Fab, do you come up with a verse or the kind of beat?
Fab records something on her phone. She sends it to us.
Beatbox or like some kind of rhythm, and then Franny will add a couple of notes, and then we send it off to the boys and they perfect it.
Okay, just fleshing it out.
But yeah, it's an idea. It's whoever has like a beat or a riff or whatever in mind. And we normally write under pressure. So let's we have like a 2-hour show to write to perform in 2 weeks, then we have to write 30-minute worth of songs. So that's what we do. We just sit in a car and we try to write a song together. We don't practice them more than 15 minutes, or else they lose kind of the flavor. So
I can see that. But you've done some improvised stuff too.
Yeah.
Haven't you?
Yeah. Well, that's how it started. I don't know how, but the first year we had so many shows that were an hour long, but we had 3 songs, so I guess a lot of it was improvising. And when we met the boys, the first time we played a show with them, they had met us 24 hours in advance, so they just improvised the whole show. We just had to act confident.
How did that happen when the other 2 members joined?
Basically, we had a show at the Fringe Fest in Montreal, and it was our first. I guess it was our first hour show. And like she was saying, because we only had 3 songs, we had to figure out at least 3 more songs besides the covers we knew. So Franny called up Vince, who's her best friend's older brother, and excellent guitarist. And he called up Liu, who's the drummer, and they came together. I think we practiced like once before that Fringe Fest show.
I don't think Yukon knew our names.
Yeah, he didn't even know our names.
He didn't know how to pronounce his, so it was kind of really cool.
And we got added on. They added themselves there, and next thing you know, we're the 4 of us now.
Interesting. So, what's the response been like? From when you start out up until now at shows? Do people kind of know how to take you? Because it's an interesting style that you're playing.
I swim, and I know it seems like it has nothing to do, but I swim, and there's these old ladies that swim in that pool. I'm the only kid. I think I'm going in the elderly time of the day. I don't know what's going on. But I told them I was going to play on TV on Sunday on a channel, whatever, and to watch it. And she saw it, and she's like, at first I was scared, but then like 30 seconds later I was into it and dancing. So I think at first people are kind of don't know how to integrate what's going on, like what sort of music is it, how should I be listening to hip hop or indie or whatever, and then after a while we're having so much fun on stage that people just get into it. So
that's cool. And I mean, I'm hearing a lot about those sort of genreless or incorporating a lot of genres kind of bands from Montreal, like Beast came out a couple of years.
Good friends of ours.
Before you. So I mean, what kind of fans come out to your shows, or can you tell really like hip hop heads or indie kids?
We have the funniest crowd.
We have the weirdest crowd. We love them though.
Do fights ever break out, like between the different factions?
No, because it's not like, it's just people, actually a lot of people are happy because it's their only time that they go out for shows or something like that. And then there's scenesters that are very happy to be following us from the beginning. So we're kind of in the, mainstream in the fact that anyone can kind of like it. Like my mother loves it, But then there's like scenesters, like hipsters that love it too. So people are just, it's kind of a feel-good music, feel-good vibe, so no one really, there's not like, we haven't had fights yet.
No, we've had people throw bras
and
stuff,
they get naked
underwear, and that's, it's cool.
Yeah,
the record is 15 bras in a show.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's okay.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And now you have an album out. It just came out. It's called Fold It, Mold It.
Yeah.
What's the title mean?
We had an Asian boy who wanted something origami or something. It's exactly like the process of making this band. It's just taking every opportunity and folding it into becoming a band. We didn't know we were going to become a band. We started playing for a pizza, first time we ever played. So, and then for a cab ride, and then just things just happened, and we ended up playing in shows and being booked. So, so just making this album, we made it because we wanted to get booked for more shows. So, okay, let's just, I don't know how to make an album. She doesn't. The boys pretend they do. And we just folded and molded something into, want something artsy, not artsy, but how do you say, organic or whatever.
And it's the same thing for the listener. I mean, he can, when they put in the album in a player or whatever, I mean, they'll fold it to their liking and mold it to whatever goes on in their life kind of thing. So that's what she was saying before. It's pretty easy listening. So
yeah, it's hilarious how sometimes people are like, oh, I love, I'm a hip hop fan, I love what you do. And then the next day it's like, I love trip hop or I love folk. So everyone just kind of listens it in their own interpretation.
I mean, I think it's an incredible album, both the music
Thank
and
you.
it's just, what you've done with incorporating so many different things, including some kind of weird instruments. I mean, the song you just played for us, Something on My Mind,
yeah,
that was a kazoo.
Yeah.
You don't hear that in popular music. You don't hear that at all.
If we did have the money, we'd probably have like
Trumpets.
a huge orchestra. But yeah, we're kind of like...
yeah, we call it trumpet for the poor. Because it kind of sounds the same. My guitar is a guitar for the poor. Like it's funny because we're a band of limitations, and the sound that we have come to own now just resulted of all the constraints that we had, either musically, because Fab has no musical background, mine is kind of shitty, and so it's just like it's a limitation that created our sound that now we really like, and before now.
Yeah, that's cool. The music prevails, I guess.
Definitely.
All right. Really quickly, I'm hoping I can get you to list 5 essential albums.
Okay. Mine, the boys don't want, like, the thing is we have different tastes, the 4 of us.
Okay, we'll try to name like one for each.
Okay.
Like, let's start with Vince. What would Vince?
Marc Ribot. How do you say that guy in English? Marc Ribot. That's for Vince.
Jazzy.
I would have to say Dummy, Portishead, or Brand Van 3000, Glee.
I would have to say, it's tough. I would have to say Outkast.
Yukon AC/DC?
Yukon AC/DC. Bon Iver. No, he listens to The Tallest Man or something right now.
Tallest Man on Earth.
Kanye.
Yeah. That was more than 5, no?
Yeah.
We're at 6, but it's okay. Yeah, we cheat. It's okay.
No, that gives good taste.
No one's counting.
Okay, cool. So your album is Fold and Molded. I highly recommend it.
Thank you.
And
Thanks.
looking forward to seeing you guys live
Definitely.
sometime. How would you describe your live show for those like me who haven't seen it yet?
Bras and bras.
Just other than the bras, because that's audience participation. Right?
Sorry.
Fab has really good dance moves. She always impresses me. I play and then I turn around and she's like, whoa, going
I'm
crazy.
like doing a robot
so
thing.
There's the dancing move that is very interesting. I think it's just we're having fun. We're really running around, and I don't think you see often girls go crazy unless they're like Peaches or Yas or Duchess says that just like. But
and our
like
drummer plays standing up.
Yeah.
That's cool
Really?
too. Yeah, definitely.
And Vincent has a green guitar.
So you've each got your own thing. That's great.
No, but it's fun to see. I think a lot of girls kind of, how do you say,
Hold back, you mean?
no, they identify to the show because like we don't hold back. It's not like a folk singer sitting down. Not that I don't like that. I love folk singers, the female front woman but I mean, we're just out there. We go crazy. Like if we were not even guys, gorillas, we go crazy. So it's,
Yeah.
you often see my butt crack, but I don't think I should be mentioning that. But no, it's just because I go crazy.
It's
I'm
too
sorry,
late,
I shouldn't mention it, but it's
That's
true.
the clip we're going to use on the air, too.
Yeah, okay.
You said it, so.
Yeah, but it's just like I don't care. That's what I meant. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just in the moment,
Hi,
right?
Mom.
One more question, actually, speaking of that.
Of the butt crack.
I'm saying being a female, as you are. Have you ever met with kind of weird reactions or to, you being women and just all out there in your performances?
I think people are they come. Let's say they come to our show for the first time, like she was saying earlier. They're a little not too sure about what's going on, and when they actually see us performing, and right away they get into the vibe, and I mean, we're energetic, like regardless, like guys or girls or whatever. I mean, we have a blast, and
I'm happy that we haven't had in a while, like in 2 years at least, we haven't had the, oh, it's really good for girls. You know, we haven't had that at all. Like, it's just people, I think the fact that it's not just two girls, so people also stop saying girl hip hop, or it's an equal gender band. It's people don't really notice the genre, like, not the genre, the gender.
Yeah.
And it's just about really having fun, and it's not, we don't have a statement or attitude or whatever to prove when we're on stage. It's really just getting everyone included, wherever you're 70 or you're 25 or you're 7 years old. Like, we've played for all these different types of crowds, and it's, yeah.
That's cool. I mean, the music speaks for itself, you know, regardless of gender or age or anything.
Definitely.
Yeah, so. Okay, Franny, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much, Adam.
Thank you.
Very cool.
ExploreMusic wears English Laundry apparel.